He's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The run inside. It's Cobb. Can't get him to the ground. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Brown wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. All the way back to the 15. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Picks up the 1st down. On the move at the 30. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this 1st quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, LSU! A pick 6!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to exploit.
Brown will throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this has been a frustrating watch so far, guys. I mean, Jesse, you got to be loving the quarterback play here. I mean, just 0 for 6 to start the game. Like, no answers so far, not in rhythm, not accurate. Like, they've got to find something and find something fast because he's not settled in. He's a little bit rattled, and it's showing.
Spits it out to the back. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys.
Here's a little room there. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll run it with Caden Durham. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice.
Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Tight end now in motion. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Brown wants to pass. They'll run the screen. Makes one man miss. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll go with a direct snap. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Gets it to the back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Unloads it left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Got room at the 35. Open field on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff, Washington goes left. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Brown will throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Good timing on the quick out. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Looking to throw. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Tigers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Looking for the two-point try. Brown wants to pass. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Fires to the right. Got his man.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Here's a give to Durham. Maybe a crease. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Right back to the well.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Makes the catch. It's Berry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the air, it's Levin. What a grab with one hand. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Those big tight ends, they got those big old paws, those big mitts, and you could tell he just threw one up in the air, snagged the football and pulled it in, made it look easy with those big hands.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? They'll run for it. It's Durham. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Just trying to keep this drive alive, trying to go get extra points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Running right, it's Durham. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On the run, it's Berry. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dances away. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Could be an alley. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Tigers! Gets it into the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 16 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Hawkeyes in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Red pass, it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Tigers want to move quickly.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He's looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll line up to go for 2. Brown wants to pass. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
LSU 45, Auburn 14. Number 45, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start on the ground with Durham. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Finding some room. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. The short hands. It's Harris. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. On target. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it looking for a first. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Brown will throw it. Moving out to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Kane. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Tigers! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Running inside. It's Jones. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense wants to bring the heat. Using his legs, it's Hall. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got him 1st down at the 42. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the heat. Fires downfield. Finds space on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Takes the easy completion. They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a 4th down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Making side adjustments here. Brown will throw it. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Snags it, and he's open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Kane.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Run in the red zone, it's Cobb. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Keeps it on 1st down. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Brown wants to pass. Might have a chance. Touchdown Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
On the run, it's Berry. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Berry. And he'll be brought down.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
To the air, it's Levin. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Brown will throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the third time today. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the breaks into the open. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them.
Number 44, set to kick this one away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Brown wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches